Boy, these wildfires you're seeing behind us right now, they are still burning in parts of Canada, and the smoke is having an impact on our air quality here in Toledo.
Chief Meteorologist Chris Vickers and meteorologist John Birchfield are tracking this for us tonight. The big question, guys, how much longer is all of this going to stick around here?
Well, unfortunately, Melissa and Jeff, we can tell you it is going to get worse before it gets better. We've had statewide air quality advisories that have just been issued for the majority of the state of Ohio, and air quality that has been unhealthy for sensitive groups much of the afternoon with that hazy, smoky sunshine is going to continue through at least Friday. So we're going to get you through the end of the work week with smoky skies. That wildfire smoke actually visible on satellite. If you look very close, that milky looking color across Ohio, in western Ohio, that has been drifting overhead is some of that wildfire smoke, extremely thick wildfire smoke that has been headed into New England. Now, the difference is very jarring when you look at it from satellite pictures. Wildfire smoke and haze. This was taken the last day of May. High resolution satellite imagery, how it should look with this clear skies above head. Same image that was taken on Monday shows that smoky conditions that has been across northwest Ohio. So where do we go with this one? Our hour by hour forecast actually able to determine where those smoke particles are going, and I do expect we've got another round of smoky skies headed in our way as we go into Thursday, and perhaps gets even thicker with that heavier smoke coming out of Ontario down into northwest Ohio, and our concern will be growing into Friday morning with very poor air quality that will continue through the end of the work week. And that's the big impact. It's the air quality. So let's get a look from meteorologist John Birchfield. And John, really kind of uncharted territory to be talking Canadian wildfires and local air quality here in northwest Ohio. What can you tell us is the latest?
Yeah, Chris, it's amazing how those wildfires hundreds of miles away are having an impact on our weather right here at home. And you mentioned that milky, translucent appearance in the sky. You'll notice that looking over downtown Toledo in the Maumee River, standing here in East Toledo at Glass City Metro Park. You'll notice even though there's a little more blue in the sky, despite the sun, there is still some of that wildfire smoke, not only high up in the atmosphere, but some of it has made its way down to the Earth's surface, and that has caused some air quality issues. Now, the air quality is marginally better than it was earlier in the day, but folks with sensitivities, asthma, and other conditions may want to avoid outdoor time. Additionally, prolonged exercise and outdoor exposure can be hazardous when the air quality is elevated. So if you are sensitive, avoid that outdoor time. Perhaps hit the gym instead of the trails today. Now, this is really a massive scope of impact from these wildfires across much of the eastern contiguous United States, and the worst of the impacts are across New England and the eastern seaboard. Some of those East Coast cities, in particular New York City, have seen the brunt of impacts from the western wildfires that smoke has drifted across the country. Now, we are seeing air quality across the East Coast, in particular New York, in excess of 400, which makes it possibly the worst air quality of any city in the world today. That can be particularly hazardous for all individuals, even with just brief exposure, and can cause a number of symptoms, including irritation in the eyes, headaches, nausea, just to name a few. And those impacts for New York City are likely to continue. Now, Chris did mention some brief reprieve as far as air quality is concerned here at home. The issue is Friday, we're going to start to see a decline in air quality once again. And sadly, due to the prevalence of these western wildfires, this is something that is growing more common, and we're going to have to continue to deal with. And that smoke not going away, even though we're seeing some improvements in the air quality on that horizon, there is a bit of haze still high in the sky. Back to you in the studio.
John, thanks. So what can you do to filter out wildfire smoke from within your home? Well, the EPA says first close the windows and run the air conditioning if you can. Air conditioners can filter out wildfire smoke if you use high enough grade filters and replace them often. If you have a fresh air intake in your home, the EPA suggests closing that. If you don't have air conditioning, there are portable filters, air filters you can buy. You can even make one by duct taping a filter to the back of a box fan. Just be sure to replace it as needed.